Hello everybody, welcome back to more Chrono Clock episode 3. In the last episode we helped Miu not fall to her death because she would have stumbled and fell, and we fortunately turned back time just enough, but found her confessing to our best friend. But things didn't go so well. She couldn't find the resolve to do it, so we have kind of taken her under our wing, so to speak, and tried to push her along and hope so she became confident enough to confess her true feelings once more. I'd spent so much time dealing with this charade that by the time I left school it was already getting close to dusk. But I still didn't feel like going home just yet, so I decided to take a stroll along the beach, which was within walking distance of the school building. A confession, huh? Crow floated down to the ground. With the red glow of the sunset illuminating her body, her resemblance to a goldfish was all the more apparent. Could you please stop calling me a virgin? Oh my god, really? Really? Come on. That's not what this whole thing is about, little Miss Subtlety. Maybe I'll just hurl her watch into the goddamn sea and be done with all this mess. This is too much power for one man to have. Realizing she was asking me a serious question this time, that's a shock. I grinned back at her. In all seriousness, I thought Mia was pretty courageous to do that, so I wanted to help her out. And besides, I lightly patted the watch in my pocket. I have such a powerful ability to rewind time here, but I'm only a student, so it's more power than I know what to do with. So I'm thinking, maybe using it to help out other people isn't a bad idea. Not that it wouldn't be really cool if I ended up saving the world or something with this much power, though. All the same, helping a friend work through her awakening perception of love was more than enough for me. Crow gave a strange murmur in response. Well, thanks. Well, thanks. Whatever, just wait until tomorrow. I had planned on taking it easy after school today, but then I got caught up in the middle of the whole situation. Ultimately, though, it was just a matter of waiting for tomorrow. It was time to go home and sleep on it. Every so often, the day for me would begin with a soft, slightly cool sensation, accompanied by a pleasant aroma. It would usually happen about once a week. And on days when it would happen, I would end up waking up before the alarm on my phone sounded. This again. My brain felt like pudding as I roused from my slumber, but it was still immediately apparent to me that today was one of those days. Preparing myself for the inevitable, I then opened my eyes. Hello. Hello. What's your name? Oh, it's Ritsuko. The formulaic girl who had more traditional air of beauty to her than any other I knew. Her cleavage was slightly exposed, and she had evidently been watching me sleep. Any man who wakes up with a beautiful girl in his bed is no doubt blessed in life. Or rather, he would be, if the girl wasn't actually his sister. Good morning, Michiru. Michiru. Nice. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, but it's no big deal. It's already morning now.
そうですか。兄様を疑うようで申し訳ありませんが、私に気を使って。
Where's that book of Freud I have lying around here? Pretty sure he mentions this exact scenario somewhere. The bright sunlight streaming in through the windows has already given me the impression that it would be just another hot day. But there was no way for my little sister to know that. Michiru's eyes were blank and empty, because she happens to be blind. What? Come on. It's ticking all the boxes here, aren't we, game? Don't worry, it's morning. I smiled at her as I checked the time on my phone. I'm gonna get up in like 10 minutes.
10分。あとわずかで兄様の吐息とぬくもりを感じられる幸せが終わってしまうのは、まるでシンデレラが魔法の解ける瞬間を。
Okay, no one really talks like that, like ever, not even in books. Wow, you're pretty poetic at this hour of the morning.
兄様、キスをしてもよろしいですか?
You know, Michiru, you're not a kid anymore. You're getting a little old to be crawling into bed with me, plus you shouldn't be asking things like that of your sibling either. It's just creepy.
ミチルはまだ子供ですし、これでもかなり譲歩したお願いですのに。
The self-proclaimed child certainly wasn't one any longer, especially considering her physical maturation. But when she didn't get her way, she would certainly still pout like one. In spite of her reserved outward appearance, I think my younger sister is at her absolute cutest when she gets like this. My little sister can't possibly be this cute. That reminds me, there was something I wanted to ask you. Are you really blind? No, that's not right. If you had one chance to turn back time, you know, relive your life from any point in the past, how far back would you turn it? Nope, just a survey. You know, you're the first person to give me a direct answer like that. I don't mean relive your life that way. Wouldn't you want to go back and do something to avoid getting that sickness which made you blind or something like that? I mean, even if you're used to it by now, you can't deny that it is inconvenient. Then Michiru reached out to my face. Oh, okay. I closed my eyes and let her touch my face. Michiru's supple fingers diligently traced over the outline of my cheeks, my forehead, my eyebrows, my eyes, and my lips in orderly fashion. Given her blindness, this is the closest thing to sight of which she is capable. Her fingers moved from my face down to my neck, pausing briefly at the jugular, and then continued down to my shoulders, my arms, and eventually my fingers. And for below my waist, well, I had already scolded her for trying that one. Yeah. Once she had finished, her fingers reluctantly moved away, so I opened my eyes. Michiru was able to diagnose me better than a doctor like this. Her fingers can read me like Braille, and she can even pick up on smaller details such as the texture of my skin and my body temperature. In any case, do you really enjoy listening to me sleep that much? Yeah, I pretend I didn't hear that one. Alright, time to get up. Alright, this game is getting a little ridiculous, to be honest. What are you on about? Yeesh. I might still be a virgin, but I've spent a lot of time practicing in my room. You don't need to know that. And there's no way I can finish in just 5 minutes, right? I felt like I was never going to get up at this rate, so I took Michiru by the hand and pulled her out of bed with me. Go on, go back to your room and get dressed. With a reluctant sigh, she did as I said and left my room. I'm the one who ought to be sighing here. That Miu girl from yesterday was straightforwardly adorable, but my sister walked a very fine line between adorable and alarming. I wonder how on earth she became someone who could teeter on crossing that kind of dangerous line as if it were nothing. Though I actually already know why. At a young age, she was struck with a severe fever that left her bereft of her sight. Very nearly her life as well. I did everything in my power to care for her back then. Even after she'd recovered, I continued to spend a great deal of time with her, helping her adjust to life without sight. And look where that's gotten me. You may think it to be a heartwarming story, but the caveat that Michiru was actually falling in love with me as a result just makes it all feel like a bad joke at my expense. Oh, whatever. I should get dressed too. I slipped out of my PJs and put on my school uniform. Yeah, the summer uniform felt soft and comfortable. I then checked to make sure that I had my phone, wallet, and the pocket watch with me. Always gotta have the pocket watch. There may come a day when I don't have the pocket watch. Gotta make sure every choice counts. Right. I glanced around my room, making sure I wasn't forgetting anything. No, I'm alright. In order to experience a taste of ordinary life, I live on my own in a separate part of my family's estate. Naturally, room and board is on them. My laundry, cleaning up after myself, and my other issues of maintenance are all on my own responsibilities. In other words, don't houses usually have AC nowadays? Every summer and winter give me cause to complain about the weather, and today was no exception. Crow appeared out of nowhere. Yo, good morning. Alright, whatever. I wish you'd just give me a normal greeting for once. You saw? Okay, that's creepy. For someone putting on airs like they're my guardian angel, you certainly didn't help me out there. You could have woken me up when Michiru came in or something. No. Maybe. No. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry. All I could do was apologize meekly. Feeling a little guilty, I slipped on my sandals and went out into the garden. Ah, such a beautiful garden. Oh, this is nice. This house was really massive. It's not as though I get along poorly with my family, but my parents are always working, and I hardly ever see them at home because the estate is so big. The only one who really feels like family is Michiru. Michiru was raised as a Sawatari successor as well, but that aspiration was lost in tandem with her sight, unfortunately. While my family haven't mistreated her since then, they haven't exactly treated her with much priority either. Undoubtedly, the idea that I was her lone unconditional ally, paired with the generosity I'd shown toward her, were why she'd become totally dependent on me by now. She really is an adorable little sister, though. Crow floated along behind me. Are you worried about me? It'll be fine. My life is too easy as is, so won't hurt me to try helping someone else out, right? Man, I wish there was a girl out there who would tie me up.
かなことを言ってないで、さっさと朝毛を済ませてこい。
My stomach is so empty, I feel like I could float in the air like you. Crow waved her hand apathetically, but I ignored her and started walking toward the main building. One hour later, as I waited outside the house after finishing breakfast, Michiru appeared, wearing her own uniform and carrying her parasol. Aww, parasol. Where's your parasol? Oh, there it is. Michiru held her hand out elegantly, as if she were inviting me to dance. Owing to our blindness, we always hold hands when walking to school together. Though it's not like my sister isn't able to get around on her own. She uses her parasol like a cane. This is a privilege reserved just for her because she's family. Will you shut up? No, not you, Michiru. You can say some scary things, you know that? No, not you. Since Michiru can actually hear Crow's voice, she was naturally confused by my response. It's nothing, let's go. Alright, off to school. Now then, we normally take the monorail to get to school. The city is notable for having a monorail line, which serves as one of the main attractions, so we use it to go just about everywhere. I've heard they have them in Shelbyville and Ogdenville as well. Makes getting around the city a snap. I matched Michiru's gait as we left the house, passing through the intersection on our way to the nearest boarding station. An unpleasant memory surfaced just briefly. Okay, we don't know what that one is. Alright. We went through the ticket gate and onto the boarding platform. I try to avoid taking Michiru here when it gets crowded. We left home pretty early, so there weren't very many people. Oh, you just have fun then. Crow was as excited as ever to tell me that while we waited on the platform. I couldn't respond to her in front of Michiru, obviously, so I just glared at her instead. Man, she doesn't have to deal with responsibilities like school or work at all. Stupid neat ghost. As if she didn't give a toss how I felt. Crow began floating along above the rails herself, with no intent of waiting for the train to actually show up. She snapped her fingers. Echolocation. Michiru made use of this technique to verify her surroundings, but she could only shake her head upon confirming nothing was there. She must have clued into Crow's presence from my own movements. Her other senses haven't dulled in the slightest. Oh, that reminds me. Would you happen to know a girl named Miyu Suzuki? Michiru happened to be a first year, just like that girl, so I figured changing the subject to ask about her couldn't hurt. So you do know her? Aw, that's nice. Oh, is she really? I figured she'd at least recognize the name. But it was surprising to hear that they were such close friends. Well, you know, Michiru, it's a little difficult to do that when you talk with me because you don't talk about anything but me. So I'm in the dark about what goes on at school for you. That's quite a leap from what you said 10 seconds ago. Oh, that's right. She wouldn't know what she looks like. Michiru giggled. Hey, cut it out. It's not what you're thinking at all, I swear. While we were bantering like that, the train arrived. Finally. Ah, another day. The train runs on a battery, apparently. It was about a 10-minute ride, so we continued the conversation as we stood on the train. I don't know Miu very well at all. In fact, I only just met her yesterday, so I still don't really know what she's like. I leaned my weight against the handlebars as I spoke. I can't tell you. It's not that I don't want to, but I have a good reason why I can't. My sister was quick to place her trust in my words. Accepting her poverty at home, I already know those things beforehand. If I'm the prince, then I must make her Cinderella. She doesn't seem to have a wicked stepmother and elder sisters to bully her, though. And since Michiru didn't mention how she skipped grades, I guess she didn't know about that either. I'd like to know more about her social anxiety myself. Well, I'm actually trying to help her overcome that, so I was just wondering if you have any idea about how to help her open up a little more, you know? It's not strange. Michiru gave me a gentle laugh. No, I don't think she'd like to go through that again. Hey, I'm not trying to make her into a completely different person here. She just wants some help with the social anxiety. I concur. She just stopped and thought about something for a moment. Do I dare want to know? And what would that be? Oh, I know where this is going. We're gonna be your pretend boyfriend to build up confidence, right? Right? I watch School Days. A guy would go through changes like that when he finds a girlfriend too, but I would imagine the change is more drastic for girls. I understood what she was trying to tell me, but given Miyu's circumstances, the idea of her getting a boyfriend in order to work up enough courage to confess to Shinji, that's pretty much a cart before the horse kind of deal. Wait, on second thought, she might be on to something here. While I was silently collecting my thoughts momentarily, Michiru grinned and cocked her head to one side. Huh? You're always trying to make a move on me, and yet you ask me that. Oh, ye of little faith in your own brother. I felt like I painted myself into a corner, given Michiru's maturation over the past year or two, and how often she expressed her affection for me. One could say I felt a sort of ambivalence toward her. Aren't we getting off topic here? What? Hang on, Mary. I heard Mary in there. I don't like that. I don't like those words. Why must you distort my intentions so? I'm just helping try to... I'm helping a girl with her social anxiety. I'm not looking to get hitched, okay? Michiru displayed a smile more brilliant than the purest white. It was one that belied how she truly felt. Well, just don't tell me I asked you about her, alright? Michiru nodded respectfully. And that was that. Oh, good grief. All this for one little red-haired girl. This was one hell of a conversation to have at this hour of the morning. Even so, I felt that there was some value to asking another girl's opinion on the matter. Falling in love spurs on changes in a girl. For Miu, the changes have already started, so I just need to give her a bit of a push on the back, one way or another. Okay, I think that's enough for today's episode, and I will see you all next week. Same time, same place. Have a good weekend, everybody.